So guys, today we are going to discuss the differences among the phrase, clause and sentence in English grammar. This is the key pillar and this is the foundations of the structure of the grammar, and that's why today's topic is so important and so crucial that we are going to highlight the what are the reality hidden in the three dimensions of the grammar's point of view. So first is phrase, and the phrase having without finite verb, the group of word arranged in such a manner that will never carry the finite verb, a sense of completeness. So here we find the types of the phrases in two ways. There is a nominal order, we find that a noun, adjective, adverbials and prepositional. And from noun we identify that signifies the name of a place, persons, matter and anything else. But in adjective we find the attributes of the place, persons, things, matter and all the abstract objects, love, affections, emotions, and the verbal affect, that is the finitive sense. We hidden in the phrase one interesting things we find, there is the adverbials. The role of the adverbials only to signify the value and the qualities of the word, and adverbial phrase and prepositional phrase, that only we connect the two nouns, two verbs, two linking items. So that's why we use the prepositional word. And another is past participle and present past participle. One is the V3 plus V5, and V3 is for past participle and V5 is for present participle. And in the case of appositions, the kind of possessing something and the absolute sense, and the last parenthetical, the meanings that carries from the ancient dialogues of the English grammar that showcase how we value to the emotions, we value to the relations. So this is all about our phrase. In the clause sector, in the clause sigma, we find a group of words definitely arranged, but one thing is different, that having a finite verb in clause, not a phrase become a sentence, but all the clause they become the sentences, and clause having their significance, the principal clause, subordinate clause and coordinate clause. Only principal clause we find in the simple sentence, just like in front of the uses of the sentence I have written there. So here we find the simple one means only one. But in subordinate we find the two compound words. They are joined by the subordinate clauses. Two words, two principal clauses joined by the compound word. One thing is that what? Continue. From the mode of subordinate is the join of the two principal clauses. And from the coordinate we find there is a joint of the two compound segment. And in subordinate clause the more than two independent clauses are joined in subordinate in complex sentence. But in coordinate we use the not only but also, so that these are the examples we can use. And again in subordinate format we have divided into three parts. One is noun part, adjective part and adverb part. And they play the key role in the grammar. They are alternating their numbers they are alternating their positions, they are alternating their suffix and prefix by using and adding the suffix and prefix. So that's why they get changed from time to time in the grammar. And one is noun, or which is known as the nominative. Nominative means the name of some person, place and things. And one thing is adjective, which is known as the relative clause, means very much similar with the qualities of the noun. And adverbial, it's also be similar with the qualities of the verb. The qualities of verb. And in the sentence, we have two things. One is construction and another is uses. In construction, we find two things. There is a declaration, which is known as declarative in the form or assertive sentence. Imperative sentence means the optative one, and interrogative having two things. One is yes, no, and WHIN interrogative. And at the last interrogative, exclamatory is the sense of, symbolically we use this sense, and we use the word oh, alas, and the word use how and what. How and what. How beautiful, what an interesting. What an interesting. So this way we can conclude this entire episode of the grammar. A phrase, clause and sentence.